So now I'm recording this meeting and we're going to be writing on the board. So the next problem we're going to do is a bigger problem. So now we're going to start entering the world of remainders. So we're going to be doing 387, and you don't have to do this, but if you wanted, you could copy it on a piece of paper, and that might be helpful because then you could look back at it, but this should be recorded all good and fine for you. Okay, so 6 into 387. So again, you could start with multiples of 10. You could do 60, but look how far away 60 is. 60 is like not even close to 300. But if that's 10 times 6, you guys know 20 times 6. So 20 times 6 is 120. That's pretty good. 30 times 6 is 180. That's even better. 40 times 6 is 240. 50 times 6 is 300. Now we're getting somewhere. I think I can go all the way to 60 times 6. And I'm just doing this on this side. This is just my brain. You don't have to write all that down, but you're going to start rotating through like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And you can't get more. I can't do 7 because that's too much. I can't subtract 420 from 387. But 360 is a good place to start. So I'm going to do 6 times 60. And that's 360. Okay? And then I'm going to subtract. And 8 minus 6 is 2. And 7 minus 0 is 7. So now I have 27. Okay, now that's a nice basic back. Bam, easy. 6 times 4. So keep track on this side over here. This is like your keeping track side. 6 times 4 is 24. Subtract. 7 minus 4 is 3. Now here's where you start to go, oh, well, what do I do now? Because 6 times 1 is 6. That's too big. You can't do 3 minus 6. This is where you're stuck. You're done. You can't divide anymore, but you have this extra stuff. So your answer is still 64 over on this side. So there's your answer. And then you put a capital R for remainder 3. So it's 64 with 3 left over. It'd be like if you were sharing birthday treats and for some reason you had 387 cookies. Each kid would get 64 cookies, and then there'd be 3 cookies left over on the plate, which would be hilarious, but also like, I don't know, it'd just be funny. Okay, so let's stop screen sharing for a minute and let me pause. Okay, so we are recording. And, oh, that's so funny. Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a moment. Miles and Charlotte, you guys have to, oops, you have to turn your, okay. All right, now. Okay. All right, now you guys should see the finger. If for some reason you were like, I don't get this, please stop. You can like interrupt and say, Mrs. Malloy, can I ask a question? And that's fine with me. So let's do a bigger problem. Let's pretend, like, because I think some of these are going to be in your Khan Academy today. What if a number is like, I don't know, 437 divided by 3? Okay, so this is when you really have to start thinking like, okay, am I doing a multiple of 10, a multiple of 100, a multiple of 1000? Because 10 times 3, I mean, you could do it if you really had a lot of space on your paper. You could do subtract 30 over and over and over and over, but look how long that would take you. If you think about it, you could do 100 here because 3 times 100 is 300. Now, I would not do fancy like 120 or 150. I would stick to tens and hundreds just to keep it simple. It makes the subtraction good. If you're, a lot of the kids, they're not such hot subtractors. They might make a mistake in these little boxes, so don't do that. Okay, so 37 and 4 minus 3 is 1. So now I have to think, okay, 3 times 10 is 30, 3 times 20 is 60, that's pretty good. 3 times 30 is 90, ooh, that's getting closer. But 3 times 40 is 120. So if I do 40 here and keep track over here, I put my 120 on this part, And now I subtract. 3 minus 2 is 1. 7 minus 0 is 7. 17. Ooh, now I'm close to the fact. 3 times 5 is, I'm going to run out of space, 15. So I'll do it over here. 17 minus 15. That works. 7 minus 5 is 2. And that's it. And that's my leftovers. Your leftovers are your remainders. So here's your big whole number answer, 145. And you have a remainder of 2. Okay, so your answer is 145 with a remainder of 2. All right, I'm going to do one more problem before we turn our cameras back on. All right, let's just say not a hundreds one. Let's do like 600. I can make these up because I have remainders, so that's cool. 624 divided by 5. All right, 5 times 10 is 50. 5 times 20 is 100. Okay, that's going to take me forever. 5 times 5 is 25. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 70. 5 times 80. I'm going to go all the way to 100. I guess I did do a 100 one. Whoopsie. Okay, 500. So the subtraction is 124. Ooh, 100. 5 times 20 is 100. I'm going to subtract again. 24. Darn, 5 times 5 is 25, but I can't put that. Shoot. So I'm going to put 4. 5 times 4 is 20. And I'm going to subtract, and I have 4 left over. So my answer is 124. And my remainder that's left over right here is remainder 4. Okay. So now I'm going to erase it. I'm going to stop that. I'm going to go like this. Okay. And then I'm going to like get my thing here, and we're back. Okay. So here comes one more problem. Let's do like 169 divided by 4. Okay, so when you do it on pencil and paper, you're going to hang this box down like this, because this helps me block out my thinking mind where I'm keeping track from my subtraction side. So I'm going to think 4 times 10 is 40. 4 times 20 is 80. Nah, 4 times 30, that's 120. That's pretty good. 4 times 40 is 160. Okay, what happens though? Let's just show you guys this. What if I did 30? Because what if I didn't think about 40? And I did 120. The cool part about this is you won't be wrong. So you might have been closer, but if you don't get close enough, just stick with one you know. 9 minus 0 is 9. 6 minus 2 is 4. So now it's not going to be wrong because you can still do another group of 10. So 4 times 10 is 40. So here you're going to subtract. Oops, sometimes I accidentally make 2 subtraction signs. 9 minus 0 is 9. Okay, so I can't do 10 because that's 40, that's crazy. But I could do one group of 4, right? Oh no, I could do 2. 4 times 2 is 8. So it's right here. And 9 minus 8 is 1. So if I do that, I have this little guy down here. You see him? Yeah. So my answer is 30, 42 with a remainder of 1. So even though I didn't do 40, because I could have done 4 times 40 is 160, I'm still right because I worked my way there. It took more paper, but I'm correct. Now I could do that, 169. I could do that same problem more efficiently by doing 4 times 40 is 160. And this is the benefit of knowing your facts and getting close and knowing your multiples of 10. 9 minus 0 is 9. 4 times 2 is 8. And 9 minus 8 is 1. And there it is. Now, could I have put 42 because I know that? I suppose. I think if you start putting crazy stuff like that together on the side though, you leave more room for mistakes. So it's 42, remainder 1. Okay. Alrighty. And we are going